Good afternoon, people. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. And what are we going to be talking about in this video? Well, as the title suggests, United's Greenwood plan question mark. What is the plan for the disgraced star boy of Manchester United Football Club? What is the plan? What is the roadmap? What is the Boris Johnson-esque roadmap for Mason Greenwood to get back into elite level football? Some people might say that he should be playing for the club again. Plenty others are saying absolutely not. Stay the hell away from my club. But we're going to be discussing what Manchester United Football Club plan to do with the player. And we are going to see what it is that Laurie Whitwell has been saying on this matter. And let's have a little ganders. Let's have a little read through. MUFC's pre-season begins today on Thursday, with players who were not involved in the June internationals due in at Carrington Base. Mason Greenwood will not be among them. So as you know, Mason Greenwood has not played for pretty much half a year, if not more. He's essentially not played for like 7-8 months now. So obviously, if he was going to be returning to training, training back with the first team and all of that, he probably would have, come back into that sort of group, or would have started training yet again at Carrington in the same batch, basically, because he's not been playing. He doesn't need any rest. He's not been playing at all. A decision is still yet to be made on Mason Greenwood's future, but it is expected that there will be a resolution before the start of the Premier League campaign on the second weekend in August. While the outcome is not yet known, there is an impression that MUFC are minded to keep Greenwood contracted to the club. That would mean steering clear of terminating his contract or negotiating a departure, and leaving the options of bringing him back to the first team or sending him out on loan. So, Jesus Christ, I've just seen a cringe comment there. But, so United have very clearly stated that they're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to get rid of him. They still see the dollar signs. Cha-ching! They see the commodity aspect of Mason Greenwood. They have brushed the human element under the carpet and will stick with the commodity aspect of a player. And if he can make you money, then it doesn't matter what that player has done in personal life. It does not matter. And I mean, you can see that with a lot of players, with a lot of dirty things that they have done outside of the game of football, but they still draw in money, so you got to keep him in the picture, right? Got to keep him in the picture, unless it's literally a legal case that has found them convicted of serious crimes. Then that matter would have to change. But as far as the moralistic values of things go, I mean, morals are dead in football. So anyone talking about morals, it's kind of like talking to a brick wall. It's just not going to happen, is it? You're not going to get a conversation. You're not going to get a response. But the plan is essentially like, plan number one is pretty much to loan the player out, and what they're going to do there, we'll have to see what the interest is like in a player like Mason Greenwood. Erik ten Hag is open to having Mason Greenwood in his squad at some stage. Ten Hag will take his lead from the findings of the investigation, but purely based on football, he can see a place for the 21-year-old. The manager's voice carries weight, and he's not, the manager's not thinking about morals here or anything like that at all. He's not, like, unless the club come back to him and say, "Oh well, Greenwood was convicted of doing things like this and that, and this is our thoughts and feelings on the matter. What do you think, Erik?" And Erik turns around and is just like, "Based on what you told me, I think the guy's a disgrace and we should boot him out the club." Then obviously the plan changes, but because there has not been that sort of a verdict from the club, Ten Hag is just going to go with whatever he thinks, based off of the fact that there is a 21-year-old player that had a great run in this team before, Code Brown hit the fan. And it's literally just on that basis. MUFC are aware of significant difficulties that would be associated with reintegrating Mason Greenwood. Some planning on how it might be possible has already taken place. So everyone's just like, yeah, this guy's really got everyone, including the entire women's team, on edge, right? But money, that's all we care about is money. It's money. Screw how you think and how you feel. Seriously, screw how you feel. It's all about the money. And that's just how it is. Based off how I feel, the video, there's video evidence out there. There is, there's material out there that were made public when technically they shouldn't have been made public, but there's public material. Unfortunately, there's public material. So a lot of people have seen it. A lot of people have made up their minds on what they think and feel about it. Me, I just think there's so much problems. There's so many problems and unnecessary headaches about Mason Greenwood playing for this club again. For me, just off you go. Just get rid of him. Let him go and play football for another club in a different country. Go right ahead. We're not going to say that you can't play football ever again. You've created so many problems and headaches for us. We just don't want to continue that trend. We just want to start a clean slate. So off you go. It's as simple as that. At least that's just how I feel. I mean, you guys might feel differently about that. You might believe that you want Mason Greenwood to be playing for this club again. You might disagree. You might think that he's a disgrace and he should be booted as far away from Manchester as possible. But let me know what you guys think and feel about the whole Mason Greenwood plan in place, or the roadmap that the club want to take to essentially reintroduce Mason Greenwood to the first team picture. And if you were in the manager's shoes, what would you be choosing to do? Maybe the subject's a bit too touchy. Maybe you don't want to put your thoughts and your feelings because you might get criticised, you might get hate, or different things happen. But it just depends on how you think and how you feel about it. But if you feel like you want to share with the group, then comment section just down below, you leave your thoughts and your feelings there. Going to wrap the video up there. There's nothing really else to talk about with the Greenwood saga. That's basically just the only updates that we've got thus far, and that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've already seen a comment in one of the previous videos that I need to make some thumbnails, and I absolutely do, because YouTube likes to catch the best and most beautiful side of this ugly mug, right? The best side of it, with some of the thumbnails that it keeps picking for me, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But I want people to actually see a thumbnail and think, yeah, I want to watch that video, rather than seeing the equivalent of a real life troll face appearing on your YouTube front page. I'm pretty sure I think I know which video I'd rather click on rather than seeing some murky face appearing on your YouTube front page. But any and all feedback, by the way, is massively appreciated, and I do read all your comments as well. So do be sure to drop them in the comment section below. But anyways, that's it from me for now, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Good.